Or now you use it. Cool. Uh, 6 days? Yeah, hold on. I can't mind doing like 3. I'm probably gonna have to pause again then anyway, so. Um, yeah, you've been buying those up. Ooh. Factory moved from Kentucky to Mississippi. Give me a sec. I think it was already industrialized. No, I haven't industrialized Kentucky yet. Which ones? The ones you're buying? The ones you bought from me? They look different? Ah. Yeah, there's a lot of like. Oh. The ones I'm selling you? Uh. I can't even see the models I'm selling you what they look like anymore. I don't think I have any of those left. The AI has cleaned me out of everything except naval bombers. They look like bombers I would have sworn when I sold B-10s. They have like a big cockpit so they can have clear. Those are big. Oh yeah. Oh, B6As. Yeah, those ones do look a little funky. Yeah, I thought they were the B-10s. I'm like, the B-10s look like pretty traditional bombers. But yeah, I think the B6s are a little bit. They do have a kind of weird aesthetic for a bomber. I don't know. No, dive bombers are CAS. They even have dive brakes. Tactical bombers are level bombers. Tactical can do close air support missions, so they can bomb, aid. They're quite economical for large air zones where small aircraft want the range. Because if an aircraft suffers a penalty for not having the range to cover a whole area, like if I was gonna do air support moving to the Gulf Coast area, it's a huge air zone, and no amount of like casts, none of my casts would be able to cover the whole thing. They'd have like 30% mission efficiency. I do TAC and it would have like 70% and mission efficiency, which means that 3 tactical bombers provides the same amount of like coverage, effective number of planes in the sky as 7 casts, even though they're more expensive individually. Tactical bombers can also usually carry heavier bomb loads. There's a limit of 3 times the number of bombers can aid a battle as the combat width of enemy divisions that you're facing. So if you're facing like a single 18 width, you can have up to 54 aircraft aid the fight. So tactical bombers carrying more bombs means that you can potentially provide a greater level of air support than with dive bombers. And they usually have higher like actual defense stats and sometimes machine guns to defend themselves, defense turrets, but they tend to be slower and thus actually easier to shoot down due to speed differences. Um, uh, yeah, they can because they have to have medium bomb bay. All tactical bombers can do a limited amount of strategic bombing, though their values are so low that they're usually used to bomb like railroads and supply hubs rather than factories, which you'd use strategic bombers for. That's strategic bombers can only really bomb factories. That's like, I mean, strategic bombing is all they do. Heavy bombers. You can also build naval patrol bombers though from heavy airframes, which are large aircraft that carry torpedoes, and you'd use to patrol really far out to sea. You'd probably actually put them in naval patrol and not naval strike missions because their agility is so low, they'll get shot down really easy by enemy ships. But they can be used to aid in spotting enemy fleets. If you have ships on patrol and then you put those on naval patrol as well, and can help give naval supremacy in really like large sea zones. Like if I wanted to, I'd wait till you get them all because of mechanics of adding airplanes to a something instant training, or at least a little longer. Um, but yeah, like if I was going to do a naval invasion, or maybe not I have a huge fleet, but if let's say someone was playing Dominican Republic and they were going to do a naval invasion of Bermuda, which is in the middle of the Sargasso Sea, to get the naval superior, they might use some naval heavy aircraft naval patrol bombers to help with uh, providing naval supremacy. I believe on naval patrol missions they still help with that. And then send some fleets and some cheap battle cruisers usually are what are used for really like dirt cheap naval supremacy. Of course, the British Navy would have to be distracted or like on the other side of the world or something, for that to actually work, or the Allies to have dissolved and be made to be independent. But anyways, on pause. How many days on your 4? Yeah, 3 days. I'll remind you. Should be 2 now, right? Or 3 now? Cool. 3 now. So May 1st is probably when you want to do it, or May 2nd. Aren't there? I thought there were 31 days in April. So it's 2 days now, right? Oh, I was gonna remind you on the last possible day. Oh well. So if you're rifles, uh, speaking of last possible day, I have to move something down a queue to avoid overflow. All right, pause. Oop, shit. Excuse my language. I was wondering why I wasn't putting more rifles into they were all going to divisions in the field. Shoot. I was trying to get this last set of guys training. Ah, you just finished it? Yeah. Um, um, do you have all the industrial stuff? You don't have advanced machine tools yet? Oh, that's mill industry. Um, you have construction 3 and concentrate industry 3 both in the works. Are any of them within? Oh, you don't have a computing machine? Yeah, I'd probably grab that because you have so darn much research to catch up on, and you'll need it for improved fire control systems. Oh, your divisions there are like all trained and fully planned and everything. Cool. Yeah. On pause. Hour and 20 minutes here. Decisions available. Anti-communist Straits. That's been available forever. Oh, I just finished the last set. I see. I was trying to save up political power for war economy, so no, not right now. Maybe not ever again. All right. Pause. Huh? Got a warning sound. Oh, low supply. Really low supply in Maine. What's going on there? There's no mud. Weird. Pause. It should only be a couple weeks tops for my Civil War. Otherwise, it would cut this video in two at this point. Florida nationalizes their mobilizes the National Guard. It's getting close. Oh, nice. You just finished that? How much political power do you have saved up right now? 45? Oh. Okay, then here's a neat little trick you can do to get Paraguay in your faction a little bit earlier. Instead of going right into another focus, you can save up to 10 days of progress. And what you could do is what's Paraguay's opinion of you right now? 15? Hmm. Um. Or maybe not Paraguay, because Paraguay is communist and they'll be easier. Let me just check the ideology map. Suriname's not in a faction, right? Um, yeah, and I don't think that the Antilles Confederation can actually can get cores in Suriname, just on Caraco. Oh, because of um, uh, oh, okay. Oh yeah, I remember the Dominican Republic. You were gonna feed them a bunch of countries for the Antilles Confederation. How much do they like you? 15. You need 35. Yeah, that'd be 12 days. Yeah, I would start improving relations with um yeah, I would start improving relations with the Dominican Republic. I'm trying to think of this would you might still have to it only does 2 a day though. Shoot. You need 50 to send them an invite, right? Take 12 days. Uh what's your current rate of political power gain? Hmm. 0.2. Oh, well, I guess you never mind the trick with the focus, but I would still I would if you're 25, yeah, I would start improving relations with them now. And you can wait, I guess, some of the 10 days, see exactly how this plays out. But it might not be necessary. But sometimes you can do is you can save up 10 days of progress, spend political power so you're down to like 0, and then take a focus, you'll go into negative political power, but gain the day you won't have lost any time. I don't think it'll be necessary in this case, but you might as well start improving with Dominican Republic now. Anyways, it's time to like do that. So, all right, pause it. Decide to distribute, put all my rifles on a few divisions. Game loves to do that. Instead of splitting up rifles evenly, no, let's get all the rifles to like 2 divisions and leave everyone else with nothing to train. Whenever I change templates, uh, whatever. Oh shoot, I'm about to hit my Navy XP cap. How much do you have right now? Oh, you got a little bit. I'm at 498. I mean, I'm literally about to hit the cap. Um, hmm? Yeah. You're trying to get them back out, right? With probably you probably did something with you like dried to box and moved the divisions that were there or something weird. Or did that back when the pocket and you didn't notice it. I'll give you a sec to figure out what's going on there and can I spend Navy XP on? No. If you try and have them do that, they'll get well, if you have them march the slow way, I guess. If they get attacked though, while they're doing it, I think they might be able to get eliminated. Uh, yeah, you can. Yeah, and then you just lose that pocket anyways. I mean, you want that's. Oh, that's all planes, but still, I would defend the land. I would just push them back out of those mounds when you can. They won't suffer encirclement penalties because of Texas, and um, but you still gonna wanna, you, you know, you don't want to give up that land if it's easier to defend land than to take it. There's no reason to give it up. Oh, I need to start giving out rifles to people and changing templates. I should have done this before. Um, while you're messing with that, I'll swap some. Who did? You must have switched them to a different piece of front. I mean, that stuff can only happen by like accidentally selecting something you mean to select, or because they don't just move on their own. I've never seen. Hmm. Hmm. Yeah. Hmm. I've got some stuff to do with giving out rifles to people, so my Civil War is not far away, so I'm starting to actually equip people with stuff. Um, Um. Oh, for your next focus, uh, you just finished law industrial promotion. I mean, the research slot is nice, but you really need to start actually like getting dockyards and then mill done. So I would do the military budget review. Yeah, that would also give you a tech boost for infantry equipment and artillery. Which, let's see, you just finished 39 infantry equipment, so you should actually be able to get infantry improved infantry equipment too ahead of time, maybe. Or you could what do you tech you what do you're doing that computing machine, right? When's your next tech complete? And that is what tech is that, by the way? Ah, cool. Yeah, so after you finish construction 3, you could start an infantry improved infantry equipment 2, or you could start saving for that, and then you could do military budget review and take improved infantry equipment 2 just before military budget review, so that you could use that tech boost to get your infantry equipment 3 like a little bit ahead of time. Maybe not right away, but sometime in like 1941 you could start on it. So think ahead, getting your like top level rifles earlier that way. But yeah, military budget review, and then your naval yards, and then there's the heroic military college for that last bit of land doctrine, and then you need like all the mill factories from Nefinsa and Solderdas. So yeah, that's going to be more important than tech slot, I think, a little bit. Is all oh, you're saying do that fifth level in Veracruz? No, I would just do it up to level you were just gonna develop them up to level 4, right? Um you got the Mexico City factor as a higher priority than the Veracruz infrastructure, right? Yeah, you very soon my Civil Wars and Breakout, I'm probably gonna stop licensing stuff. Oh, I'm gonna so yeah, your rate of factory construction is gonna slow way down. In fact, I'm probably gonna stop in 4 days when I finish construction 3. So you're about to lose a lot of factory lines. So I would not. You have quite a bit of time to get the raw infrastructure. You might have to want to swap it in like after the naval dockyards or something, or before. Um, all right, on pause. I'm assuming you finished fixing those guys who are all messed up. Oh, they're attacking the mountains. Or the guy. Did you? Uh, you could. Do you have larger divisions? Do you have larger divisions that are pushing into the area near Monterey? Oh, and it's gonna take 100 days with 4 of those. Yeah, it just probably didn't update right away, or it was doing it based on nighttime attack, which is lower. All right. Oh. Um, you might be able to do stuff with the rail network. Let's see. Uh, there's a rail right through. I guess they should be right next to a supply hub in Durango. They just not have the trains for that, or oh, the guys who are in the pocket are cut off. Yeah, I meant, don't you have guys like in the area west of Monterey attacking north? You don't have any larger divisions you can move there to help? Oh, oh, where are they right now? Yeah, you might you might wait on the attack until the larger divisions are there. Or yeah, you might have to wear them down. I don't know. Yeah, you probably do actually have to wear them down. It takes a long time in the mountains. Well, I'll pause. So this video's gone so long that I'll probably just cut it in two. But yeah, two videos. At the end of the second should be the Civil War, probably. Um, Construction 3 finished. All right, now I'm going to cancel all those licensing agreements because yeah, so they can actually get supply. Are they larger or smaller divisions? So yeah, you might have them take over from guys like Conquil and have those divisions move to the mounds or something. Or no, because then they wouldn't have any work, would they? Yeah, no, just send them back. Yeah, you got to keep track of where your divisions are. If you, oh, inter, well, I would hover over the thing to see how close they are in mill and how close they are in. 34 out of 35 needed. Yeah, that's because I just canceled the licenses. Now they're very close to, but you should be building factories just a little bit faster than they are. You have a higher Civ faction, so and you're in war economy and they're in Civ, so they should never get enough factories. Like you should be able to outpace them as long as you keep building like you've been doing and focusing on what? Yeah, they shouldn't be able to catch up, and you should eventually have enough manpower in your military that they won't be able to do it like as you expand your military. So yeah, as long as you don't slack off on the Civ factories and don't like, you know, neglect to train more troops. Uh, start on a dockyard in Bangor, Maine, because I have constant supply issues there. It's a victory point, so yeah, I could try and do naval wings there if I don't defend it. Um, excuse me. Hmm. Oh shoot! I forgot about the naval stuff. I was um yeah, efficient communications. Should have done that before. All right. Well, that's what I get for being super tired. I'm playing. So you said you did have Starbound, right? Once the Civil War breaks out, which I think should be in 3 days. You interested in loading that up? It's kind of just chill game. There's no real potential to screw things up in it, which is I like. Yeah, the other thing is it wouldn't be starting something from scratch either because oop, got recruitment decisions, spy recruitment. Uh, recruit in Brazil. That sounds good. Uh, just enough to win a battle without running out of org. No, that's only naval units that do. Ah, you just get that? Yeah. Oh, I messed this up before. I meant to do heavy machine guns for cannons, but it doesn't matter that much. I'm probably not going to redesign with my aircraft for a while. Should be any day now. I thought it was May 21st. My Texas succeeds, so I don't know. I'm already overdue for it. Might might be some RNG. Oop, general to promote. Someone who's a J. Lawton Collins, career officer. Scudder, yeah, no, Collins. Trickster is a really nice trait. Cool, I got one last factory location. How long until you open up that pocket? Huh, getting close. I don't know why my Civil War isn't triggered yet. I'm actually starting to get a little angsty here. Yep. You might be able to free up some divisions for that push there if you have too many surrounding San Luis or something. You might be able to pull like one of those brigades. Yeah, more to relieve the pocket, like to push in there and defend that land while those guys go elsewhere to, you know, resupply and maybe like take Monterey or something. Yeah, no, I'm saying once they win, you might want to defend that like plains with brigades while you have actual larger divisions go fight somewhere else. No, I was saying you might, if you have like a small defensive, like those agoristas, if you have extras somewhere where there's more than you need to hold the line, you could have some of those move into the plains after you've opened up the pocket. And that would free the larger divisions to actually attack somewhere else. So, yeah, I can understand that. Looks like they just cleared it up. Hmm? What is? Uh, I mean, the idea is to yeah is to create little micro pockets. The guys in Piedras Negras, which they look to be marching southeast into the plains. You have someone still defending there, right? Or hmm. Uh, I think if you control right click, they do a supporting attack and they don't leave the province. Sometimes the AI, when you tell them to execute a battle plan, will also do that for you. Do a supporting attack. But if they're leaving Pedro Negras, if you have any, looks like they're attacking the mountains. How long until you defeat them in the mountains there where they're attacking? Ah, then you can go and attack the guys in Piedras Negras who are marching southeast, and because they started moving, they lost all their entrenchment. So this is actually good. And the guys in the mountains should have better supply if they're on the plains because it's closer to supply hub. Looks like there's also guys coming from Reynosa though. Do you have anyone who can attack in the Reynosa? Is it a big one or a small? Do you have any more you can pull in to help them or? Yeah, because you're gonna need more than that for to actually hold them for any length of time. But yeah, you may be able to take advantage of this opportunity to grab Pedro's Negras and then put some people on the plains, and the guys in Reynosa will end up having to attack, divisions that are defending against them that way. So, a lot of maneuvering you can do here. Excuse me. Well, I mean, players do a better job of. I think it's to make microing relatively competitive with leaving it to the battle plans so that people don't feel too much pressure on micro. But yeah. Hmm. On the which border? Oh, yeah, they treat the faction as like one giant country basically, and so just they don't know if I'm gonna attack you or something. Yes. Nope, not really. Um, they do not. Actually, stop my people exercising now. It's got to be super close to the Civil War, and they need to entrench. Uh, I'm just doing something with my navy. Cool. Save it. Saved it in a while. All right. And you good for me to unpause? All right. Ah, here we go. I knew it was any day now. Succession. At 8 a.m. today, a special envoy from Texas arrived at the White House to deliver to President Franklin Delano Roosevelt a note from the state legislation announcing that Texas will no longer consider itself part of the republic, claiming this is a fundamental right of any civilized people. Quote extensive from the Declaration of Independence, note also stated emphatically that peaceful succession is in everyone's interest. The new state wishes nothing more than to continue their own affairs as a good neighbor of the United States. Call it what it is, treason. Non non-aligned states of America or unaligned states. Yep, I got a ton of divisions on the Texas border. Uh, no, they if they win, they go down their fascist path, but they're just right-wing Democratic at first. Actually, they're Democratic Socialists, which makes no sense. Really. It's random Democratic. It should be liberalism or something, but no, conservatism. But no, it's democratic socialism, which is no. Yeah. Um to say the least. Don't see Confederate division. Hmm. You're having supply issues again? Well, no, that affects your local supply, but that's not why you have supply issues. It's just distance from supply hub, and if you have enough railroads, I would hover over the supply hub to see if you have enough trains. Hmm. All right, just get my people planning here. At least the ones on the Texas border for now. Yep, tomorrow. But I can start making my battle plans now. Oh, that's stupid. I know it's gonna. More is coming. More war. Should be. Might be a second day. Or might wait for this desertion event to time out. Which. What? Tier communists or world tension is higher. Yeah. Cool. I'm pause any second now. There will be a the rest of the states. There we go. Mere hours after the first state severed its ties with the United States, others followed suit with almost identically signed declarations. Hopes of a peaceful separation were quickly dashed when several demonstrations in the affected states in favor of continued membership in the United States turned bloody, and a number of federal officials were assaulted. In a few cases, supporters of Franklin Delano Roosevelt, or just people accused of insufficient zeal for independence, were lynched by the crowd. Interim President Alexander Barkauer has called these events regrettable but understandable acts of civic retaliation against governmental overreach, lynching people, and promised the perpetrators presidential pardons if they came forward. He further demanded a complete withdrawal of all federal troops in the territory of the new state, as well as a demilitarized zone at the border to avoid further misunderstandings. President Franklin Delano Roosevelt has refused to even entertain the notion or the military to restore order in the states in rebellion. We've been here before, haven't we? Indeed. All right. Well, I'll save it. There'll be a lot of things to wrap my head around. What? They, I think they have to take a decision to change their flag, which they take almost instantly because they start with a zillion political power. Um, yeah, they'll, yeah, it's not, but it takes a moment to update it. Like I said, they have a decision they like instantly take, if I'm not mistaken, like literally within an hour or a day or something. So, um, why did I suddenly get a bunch of carrier fighters and CAS naval bombers? That's weird. Something like that, maybe. I wasn't paying quite enough attention to my aircraft. It looks like I also, or maybe it stopped doing air exercises on stuff that was doing that. Could just be that. No, they automatically rejoin me when the war's over. Yeah, I could have taken a focus to prevent it, but I actually wanted them to do it because generic focus tree more. Yeah. Oh. Let me temporarily. Just gonna do something here with just temporarily lending a ton of factories to Soviets or economy. There we go. Buy up some chromium. Wish you could actually stockpile like resources in this game. You keep the north. Oh, you keep the south. Yeah, sorry. And the rest of the country goes. And you have to face the rest of the country. It's the fascist path. You can get Missouri and the non-aligned states, which are a little bigger on the fascist path, I think. or maybe not. You can get Missouri in the non-online states if you take a certain focus. Work with the Bund. So the country gets divided in two, and then it's easy to push west if you want. All right. Didn't want them to have trade interdiction because that provides actual bonuses. But I intend to switch into that. Cool. All right. Saving it up. All right. And yeah, I'll shut this down, I guess, and I'll drop battle plans off camera later. Not bore you to death with that. So did you want to do some Starbound? We wouldn't just be starting from scratch or something. I already have like a universe with like developed outposts. So, although I think you would have to get your ship functional, so you would actually be stuck in a certain system with just a few planets, but that aren't developed yet. But yeah, it's like an exploration Minecraft game, so it's pretty chill. It's not nearly. Oh, uh, oh yeah, folks on YouTube, I forgot. Let me cut this video here. Hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of each other, kind yourselves. May always find a guy and start a video home. Adieu.